Hello YouTube, this is Nick. I am kind of giving a overview of this water table that I built for my son. If you're seeing this video, then you've probably already seen the other video of it operating when I first built it about 5 months ago. It has held up very well, surprisingly, better than I thought it would. My boys are pretty rough. As you can see as we walk around it, it's lost a lot of its paint. He dumped it over today in the driveway full of water. And, you know, stuff happens. So, but it's lasted very well. No issues whatsoever. I want to go ahead and start off with the bucket or the hefty storage container. I don't know if you can see any of the stuff there. All of these parts, I believe I bought at Lowe's, most likely. What I did first is I measured, because these have a lip on them here, which is very nice for it to sit on. So I measured the outside of all of this. And this top piece is the first thing I built. Got it all laid out, made sure that fit first and foremost. And went from there. I knew I was going to need some T's on here because I wanted to bring this up. So I made sure those were put in. And started going from there. This piece here, this American ball valve, I put this on the bottom because I wanted a way to drain it. At the end of the day, when they're done playing with it, it works out really well also because I can turn it and adjust it like that. So in the backyard when they got the pool going, I don't want this to overfill as the water's going in. So I'll crack this valve open a little bit and let it bleed into the swimming pool. So I'm not just wasting the water. That's about it. All this stuff was kind of searching around trying to find it to make it work. I couldn't give you the parts on these things because I should have got this stuff when I was buying it, but this rubber piece here, that's for a faucet, some kind of seal. I found it over in the faucet section. Here's the top side of it. Most of this stuff is for faucet plumbing, but seals up perfect, no leaks whatsoever. Pretty impressive. All right, I'll go ahead and go through the list of items. This is just a regular outside faucet, brass, threaded into whatever this is, not really sure. Slides in, but on the inside of it, it's threaded to a PVC 90-degree bin there. Let's see. I'll start off with the 90-degree PVC tees, which are these here. Just tees off. I use 12 of those. So these two on either end. These here, those are the cross members. Kind of gives a storage container some support so it doesn't sag down too much. Works out nicely, and it also helps with stability. Initially, I wanted just legs going down to the ground, but then after making it or building it, I realized that that's not going to be strong enough. So that's why I bought these. They call these 90-degree PVC side outlet elbows. You're going to need 8 of those. Pretty much all 4 corners, top and bottom. The next thing is the PVC slip elbows, 3. That there, number 2, and number 3. I use 3/4 inch PVC pipe. Pretty cheap. The pipe is itself. If it weren't for all the fittings and connectors and all this stuff, then it'd be a really cheap project. But once you start adding up all those couplers and whatnot, yeah, the price gets up there. You don't have to do it as expensive as I did it. You don't have to get the faucet, which would eliminate a few items there. You also don't have to plumb the whole thing either. I just wanted to plumb it because I wanted there to be running water. Others that I've seen did not have plumbing, which I thought was kind of odd. So I had to make my own design and go from there, and this is what I come up with. I really like it a lot. I angled this to go on the inside like this so that the hose is not out here tripping the kids up. So you can run the hose on the inside, and then wherever their feet are, the hose is laying on the ground. It's not going to trip them up. For this piece, it's very nice because it spins. So you can put the hose on. This is 36 inches wide. And where's my tape measure? Go ahead and measure the height real quick. Up to here is 25 inches, and up to the very top is going to be about 38 inches. So 25 to 38, and then across is 36. I think I bought 3 or 4 10-foot sections of PVC pipe, and I had quite a bit left over, but I wanted to make sure I had enough to finish the project. Spray painted it green. I could have done a few more coats on there, probably would have been a lot better, but that's just, I only bought 1 can, and so that's what I stuck with. I made it for my son who's epileptic, and he's nonverbal, and he has a lot of sensory issues, so that's why I made this table, is for his sensories, so that he loves water, goes crazy for pools and water, and loves sticking his head under the sprinkler part, which I didn't show you yet. But here I cut drilled holes along the top of it, so it's a shower effect coming down. And then also for his fine motor skills, that's why I put this on here, so that he can practice turning this, opening, closing, all that. Well, that's about it. Let me put this in there so you can see that. It just slides in and out. Really easy when you do it the right way. The valve has to go on this side, faucet on that side, so it'll fit. There you have it. Like I said, you can do your own variations of it, whatever fits your purposes. The height, I would have gone a little bit shorter with it. It's a little bit tall. My boy he's 4 years old. It's a little bit tall for him, so he uses a stool when he wants to get down in there. But I like it at this height because it grows with him, and other kids can also play in it as well, like his older brother who's 8. But if you have any questions, comments, please leave it below. If you make your own, I'd love to see it. Post it in the replies, and good luck. Thanks.